Well, here we are. It's the 25th of February, 2024, 26th. Got screwed up because I'm watching my Dove and Serpent bonus Sagittarius tarot reading. And I'm like, and I'm watching this thing. And as I'm watching it, I realized that this morning I picked up, oh, geez. I picked this up. I saw it sitting in front of me. And it reminded me of yesterday's regular reading, Sundays and Wednesdays for Sagittarius. Paul, he had mentioned, I feel like he was talking about my father who died a couple of years back. He's talking about him a lot. He says, I feel like your father. You have a box, like a cardboard, nothing specific, but like maybe a shoebox, he said. He says, it feels like it's low and long. And I'm like, nope, don't have anything like that. Well, I do, but he was saying about something I had with my dad's stuff in it. And that's when I thought about the shoebox. I got nothing of his in a shoebox anywhere. And, but I looked at this today. Look at that. It's long and low. And it's got, it's got my name written on it. Archie's. My dad wrote my name on this box. And it was in the safe. And my brother, my oldest brother, the one I love, the one that loves me, he said, yeah, Dad had this in the safe for you. It's kind of a long, low box. And, shoot. Well, I'll try to be fast about this. If I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to have to put this on. 307th Engineer Battalion, Muse Stick. I maintain the right. Airborne all the way, sir. Yeah, this is my beret from when I was in. And the thing is, just a couple of days ago, within the last few days, I think I was getting out of the shower. If you look at my playlist for shower scenes, it'll be in there. There's Kenny Justice and Misich and stuff like that. But I was talking about showing up to Fort Bragg and going into the 82nd at the 82nd Replacement Detachment. And I talked about that situation and how, they called everybody their cherries because they didn't have a flash and a unit crest. It was just the beret. And most of them, they hadn't shaved them. They hadn't cut out the liner in them. So they just looked like a bunch of mushrooms walking around. And they call them cherries. I was never an official cherry because, it's people that show up and they call them 5 jump chumps too. And they give them cherry bellies. They chase them down, the medics mainly chase you down, and they'll hold you down by your arms and legs, and they just swat the hell out of your belly and they call you cherry belly. That's your initiation. Hazing, whatever. It's that's the type of thing that's good, clean fun. You can learn from it. Who do you hate? But I was taboo. I was hanging out with Rangers that I'd met in a cab already and going to Florida and Atlanta, and just the whole month I was at Fort Benning. I had great weekends hanging out with them. rangers, and they taught me to shave my beret. It was taboo for me to even buy it, but they helped me because you're not supposed to get the damn thing before you finish your last jump. It's like bad luck. I'm like, that's fucking really. People say if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any at all. I get a lot of bad luck, but I make good of it. It's a lot of fun. And so, yeah, we cut out my liner, and I didn't show up as a cherry to the replacement detachment. Why? Look at this fucking box that was in my dad's safe with my name on top of it, written in his hand just in a scrawl, Archie's. And my second brother, the one that loves me, the one I love, type of thing. He said, yeah, Dad had this for you. And I look, and there are, there are medals, things that I didn't keep, which I should put my sunglasses. I don't know. National Defense. Oh, that's my National Defense medal and ribbon. There's a little Southwest Asia type of little pin. You can just throw it on something. These are things I didn't know I had. There's my little pamphlet from when I was in. Oh, it's got Michigan State University, but it's got stuff in there. Oh, there's my Southwest Asia ribbon, double oak cluster, or whatever the hell you call it. I don't know. I was never really into this stuff. But there's, we'll cover up my sister and her there. You got a picture of it. Now you know. It's going to be hard to find me, though. That's my 82nd Airborne Division ETS membership. See, I've been questioned. People like, you chaptered out. People get really upset with me. I made a comment back to somebody, a reply that somebody got done saying yesterday, I think it was. They said, and in the end, in all caps, it said, I am a Marine. And I'm like, I don't have anything against Marines. I was not one of these guys that went between groups and said, we're better than you, we're better than you. I mean, I always felt like we're supposed to be working together. But this guy, I am a Marine. And I don't think the video he was responding to, he even knew that I was, a war veteran with an honorable discharge. And, but they say things. And so to him, I just responded the old damn joke that they would tell in the Army about the Marines. So he says, I'm a Marine. I said, yeah, I had to say something. I said, and I know why you don't eat pickles. It's because you keep getting your head stuck in the jar. So, yeah, I suppose this represents Desert Shield and Storm, because I was there from the beginning to the end of, we stayed longer than Schwarzkopf's people, and they showed up later. Yeah, so much for first in, first out. But then there was some other thing in there. That's a thing that the U.S., the Saudi government gave to us. They wanted to give us money, but we said, our government said, we're not mercenaries. I'm like, I'll take the cash. I'll take the cash. But so they gave us some white gold little campaign thing. Oh, you're not even supposed to wear it on this uniform. It's not authorized by anything, but by our government, by our military. But the way I look at it, I'm a damn civilian now. You can get away with a lot as a civilian. So the thing is, Paul says something about my dad, a low, long box, whatever it is, Dove and Serpent Tarot from 25th of February, 2024. That was yesterday. And in that video I did a few days ago, I was like, I wonder whatever happened to my flash and my unit crest from that I had put on my beret at Fort Benning. And there it is. My dad kept that in a box. It came off my beret. I had to get my now unit crest there. But thing is, I just went out and bought one of the unit I graduated from. They probably thought I worked there. But I asked where it is in my mind. Paul mentioned this box with my dad in a long, low box. And he kept this. This is first of the 507th Airborne Infantry. I guess I have to read it. I'm going to have to get my glasses. You know, in general, I wouldn't have held you up like this, but I haven't seen this thing since 1987. Oh, look at that. There's a lightning bolt, there's a parachute, another lightning bolt on the flash, and down there it says down to earth. That's a Jeopardy question right now. I would have never been. This says I maintain the right flank in Ardennes in World War II. But down to earth, I would have never known. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Paul. And, well, all the way, sir. Right through the edge of time. You got the world card. That means you get to expand your boundaries.